Hi Capricorn, happy full moon. My name is Leslie. Welcome to my channel. This is a new channel. I did sign specific readings for the last couple weeks. One was a general message, one was a love message. Right now I'm getting out full moon readings because the full moon is today, October 6, 2025, at least in America. And so, yeah, here we are. So please check out this reading, like, subscribe, leave feedback, send me a message. My email is in the description box if you're interested in personal readings. This is going to be a 7-card spread. We're going to look into all those cards, and then we're going to clarify those cards, and then we're going to get some advice from the Oracle. So, yeah, let's get into this. Spirit, what is the message for Capricorn for the full moon in Aries? This is a super moon. It's a harvest moon. It's a lot of people's favorite time of year. Capricorn's got a birthday coming up soon enough. Spirit, what is the message for Capricorn? What is the full moon message for Capricorn? All right. And, wow. Okay, Capricorn. Let's get into this. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. This could be about love. It could be about a connection. It could be about self-love as well. Given this is a full moon reading, and it is really all about you, Capricorn. But we'll see what comes up. So, what we're going to start with is what you should be releasing for this full moon. And that is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is about releasing fear, due to trauma, releasing stress, releasing worry, tension. You may be experiencing sleepless nights because of this. Some of you may have, PTSD. This is certainly that sort of card, hence this beautiful image of the Nine of Swords. So you could be feeling very raw right now, or there could be a feeling of being alone. But we'll dig into that with the clarification cards. So things that you should be holding close right now, retaining, is the Two of Pentacles. This is about you retaining balance and not taking on too much, really grounding in the need to bring this balance into your life. So, as a Capricorn, you have pretty decent balance, I'd say. And so really, again, just grounding into what feels stable for you. You may be in a period of feeling like I'm just surviving right now. And so this is your ability to bring in something else in order to counter that, like journaling or talking to a friend or, watching tarot videos, right? Growing spiritually, which is really what, at least for me, when I watch, it helped me to grow spiritually. And so that may be something that you're being asked to retain right now. It's something that brings in that balance when you're feeling that way. Things that are coming into your life that you'll be receiving. Capricorn, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you may be receiving an opportunity that has to do with with stabilizing, right? You could have an opportunity come in for growing spiritually. You could have a financial opportunity coming in. This is a very slow moving energy. And so I see you having to wait. I know that's not what anyone wants to hear, but patience is key right now in order to receive this Knight of Pentacles. This could be a person, but there's a lot of earth energy here. They could be an earth sign like yourself, Taurus, Virgo, but this is definitely could be you or, again, someone else. I am getting, again, more this is about yourself. Okay. In the position of how the world is affecting you, what's surrounding you, we have the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is about the world could be why, you know, you're in this state of Nine of Swords, right? The world is a complete and utter disaster. Let's be real. Regardless how you look at it, we are at a we are experiencing very high emotional stress, upset in the world. People are very reactive. And it's because of the need to protect ourselves from being hurt. And so that could be some of the stuff that's coming up for you. There are absolutely people that are impacted by, you know, the physical realm of what's happening and policies that are taking place, at least here in America and across the world, because we're all in this together, y'all. And so, but some of you are potentially feeling this way because you recently had a loss, or you're feeling a feeling of being abandoned, or I'm hearing orphaned. And so that could also be something that could be affecting you. When we are talking about yourself, Capricorn, there could be a sense of all of this causing you to abandon yourself. And that's 7:41 on the clock when I just looked there on the timer. So that may resonate with some of you. Again, we're going to clarify these cards, but it's going to resonate different for everyone. Okay, so in the position of what you should be giving others, we have this Temperance card. And this as well is very much about balance and patience and offering what you have, your whole self, to the people or projects or things around you, like your home, right? How we invest in our home, investing our whole selves, meaning that we're being genuine to ourselves and we're being intentional about what we are contributing to the home, a relationship, a person, and that kind of thing. So that's what you should be focused on giving other people is, you know, looking at a situation and saying, how can I make this? How can I enhance this? How can I support this? How can I grow this? Oftentimes we go into situations or relationships just as ourselves. But again, we are a product of conditioning. And so it's really important to understand that who we outwardly are doesn't mean that's who we are, our souls are. And so it's about being open to what other people need and want in a situation. And so really taking the time to observe and listen to understand what you can add to this to enhance it or make it better. In the position of something new that will be beginning soon, we have the Hanged One. And this is about you, Capricorn, potentially being something coming in where this is going to help your perspective grow mentally, spiritually. This could be about, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to restart it. This is good reading. Sorry, y'all. All right, Capricorn. Everything's okay, Fennel. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Bubba. Everything's okay. Mommy's okay. The phone's okay. The watchers are okay. All right, go sit down, please. Go be a good boy and go sit down. Mommy needs to finish. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm kind of low budget right now, so. Back to the reading. So this could also, that we were on something new that's coming into your life or beginning. This could also go back to the need to be patient because you may be waiting. I had to tell you that again. But again, this for some it's going to be like a new perspective or a new way of thinking. Once we learn how to shed our past in healthy ways, we again start to uncover our true nature and soul. And so it brings a new way of thinking to us, right? It's important that we not do things the same way that we used to do them, because that didn't work. And so this is asking you to be open to new perspectives. Be patient in this as it comes in. Be patient with yourself, most importantly. Be patient with others, also very important. The last card we have here is the lesson that you should be learning right now. We have the Judgment card here. This is very much about listening to what we're called to do, being open to higher ideas of purpose, and you should also be learning how to make the best decisions for your life. Like what judgments you have. What are your, and you know, in my personal opinion, we're not here to judge others, but we do make judgments on our life and ourselves. And so this is about talking to yourself kindly, and knowing your power in the greater world here, outside of what we can physically see. Okay. So, let's clarify this. All right, Capricorn, we're going to clarify all these cards, all 7 of these cards. The first one was things that you need to let go of, and that was the 9 of Swords. Why is the 9 of Swords here, Spirit? Please clarify the 9 of Swords. Why is the 9 of Swords here? There's definitely heartbreak here, pain from lost love, potentially, a lost relationship or connection. So the 9 of Swords is clarified by the 3 of Swords. the Ten of Cups, and the Two of Wands. So what I see here, Capricorn, is a release for you to need, a need for you to release the pain caused by a significant loss in your life. This could be a family relationship. It could be intimate. This could be letting go of past memories, forgiving in order to move forward, forgiving yourself, forgiving others. But definitely a lot of pain that needs to be released. And knowing that there is something better to come. There's other paths available to you, Capricorn. Okay, in the position of things you should be holding close, we have the Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here, Spirit? Why is the Two of Pentacles here for Capricorn? Okay. The Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Cups. Again, about walking away from a situation and going into something new. The Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Moon. This is about holding on to or holding close your journey with spirit or with the spiritual world, with your intuition. There's a lot of water energy here, a lot of emotions. That I feel like Capricorn is potentially buried beneath the surface or hidden from others, and there needs to be a balance in that. You gave a lot to a situation. It may have helped you grow spiritually. And this is asking you to hold on to that process and to hold on to that journey and to continue. Even when things feel uncertain, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And again, balance is bringing some emotional allowing ourselves to be emotional, allowing ourselves to feel fully in order to feel good about yourself and things and not be stuck in this Nine of Swords. Okay, things coming into your life is the Knight of Pentacles. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here, Spirit? Please clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Wands, the Alchemist card, which is actually an additional card in this tarot deck, the Light Visions, and the Four of Pentacles. So I see, again, a new opportunity coming in where or a place that you can put your energy and add to. Again, going back to that thought of contributing and creating something that is, or co-creating something that is intentional and that you can put your whole self into, and stop withholding. Don't hide your gifts, Capricorn. And it's important, again, to shed the parts of us that aren't in our true nature so that we are able to really know what our gifts are. Okay, let's clarify the Five of Pentacles and the position of how the world is affecting you and your surroundings. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here, Spirit? And surroundings for Capricorn. Please clarify the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The Queen of Swords. And the Three of Wands. I feel like you're, Capricorn, I feel like you're feeling like the world is working against you and that you're having a really hard time getting started. You may feel just alone. Right now. I think the world is making you feel checked out. And like moving forward is impossible sometimes. This could also be related to like a loss, a sudden loss, or something that was taken away from you. All right, the Temperance card is here in the position of what you should be giving others. Why is the Temperance card here, Spirit? Please clarify the Temperance card. Why is the Temperance card here? Oh, it's hard to clarify. The Temperance card is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. The Hanged Man, or Hanged One, and the Seven of Wands. I feel like this is about you contributing to something and feeling a part of something, needing to feel a part of something, but someone is asking for or needing the gifts that you can provide. And I see you just kind of, you could be struggling with depression. Not feeling wanted. Not feeling safe to give your energy. And this full moon is asking you to step out of that. And again, to add and contribute to your wellness and growth, or the wellness and growth of a connection or a project or something of that sort. All right, the Hanged One is in the position of something that will be beginning soon. And we talked about new perspectives or a pause. Why is the Hanged One here, Spirit? Please clarify. One more card to clarify the hand. Okay. The Hangman is clarified by the Devil, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. I feel like this is going to be an opportunity for you to reconsider what you're investing in, how you're investing in may be more accurate. How you're investing in yourself. There could be someone coming in here to bring out more emotions in you or help you with your emotional side, potentially. Like maybe some folks are getting into therapy and working on healing this past. What you should be learning now is the Judgment card. Why is the Judgment card here, Spirit? Please clarify the Judgment card for Capricorn. What is this lesson for Capricorn? Please clarify the Judgment card. One more card to clarify. Okay. The lesson you should be learning now is the Judgment card. And that is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Tower. This is a lesson in radically shifting your narrative in a way that can bring you success, recognition. I feel like you're hiding yourself or making yourself small. And it's important, Capricorn, that you ground down into, again, your true nature of being in tune with the universe and, you know, lessons of abundance and strength and diplomacy. But you have a real opportunity here to potentially help someone from your past or process the past, move past the past. And that is your lesson, is that sometimes something can just like, I mean, it only takes a moment, y'all. Things take so long to change. And then one day they change, right? And we get what we asked for. We get what we manifested, or we lose what we manifested. And in that is an opportunity, right? One door closes and another opens. But how we let our past control that is what stops our progress when we're thinking in about pain, when we're feeling raw, when we're feeling depressed. So this is about making new choices and for yourself that can support you in your goals, right? I think everyone's goal is to be happy. A lot of people's goal, maybe not everyone, right? But as humans, we want to be happy, and sometimes we carry the past with us for so long that it only gets harder. It only gets harder. If you don't deal with it when you're young, it's not going to get better. I remember thinking as a youth, like, one day I'll be out of here and this will all be better and I can move past this. And that's not how our brain works and our body works, because these memories and this pain really does live within us, and it colors our perspective and behavior and everything, because we are all conditioned by society, and we know who controls that narrative. So Capricorn, be open to something radically shifting, and you know, being open to, I know it's hard for you to shift such ingrained things, but it's key to healing. So we're going to get a oracle message here. Hopefully that resonates. Please let me know if it did. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment, some feedback. Help me grow my channel. What is the message for Capricorn? What is the oracle message for Capricorn for this full moon reading? What is the oracle message for Capricorn for this full moon reading? All right. Card number 1. There most definitely could be a new beginning for you coming in this time, or when the new moon comes in. But let's see what Aconite is. Card number 1. Wow. All right, Capricorn. Aconite, the queen of poisons and mirrors. Aconite is an edge walker. Known as the queen of poisons, aconite is a plant that is to be taken seriously, dangerously, and reverently. It is an ally and friend not to be trifled with. Poison plants show us the edges of what is possible, guarding the gates that are not meant to be passed until the time is right. Poison plants demand attention and respect. Aconite is a beautiful and enticing plant that draws you to the fork in the road and tells you to make a choice. While this plant has a dark history, used on poison arrows in war and to silently murder enemies in the night, it is true, tale is of another nature. Aconite is a plant that speaks to courage, love, and claiming our integrity over the dread. There has always been pain and violence in the world, driven mostly by fear, unreleased trauma, and instability. These fears and worries can be expressed as harm towards others and the world at large, or they can be nurtured and dissolved through the fiercest, most courageous love we can summon. Aconite asks this of us and in fact requires it. Sometimes referred to as the scorpion's tail, aconite is a lightning strike, a warning. Find the spark of love burning in your deepest places and release it out into the world. We are much more powerful than our greatest fears, and only the force of love can be the source of transformation. Strike out and pierce the heart with aconite's accompaniment. Wow. That was so appropriate. Capricorn, hopefully that resonated. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have a happy full moon and get into some good stuff this evening and today and tomorrow. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon.